My husband M31 is divorcing me F28 4 weeks before our baby is born. My husband decided a couple days ago that he wants a divorce. I am 36 weeks pregnant. We had everything all lined up to bring the baby home. We have had a rocky relationship with alcoholism that ended up with him in the hospital. We have been sober since January 2024, but the relationship still had problems. He tends to be pretty harsh with me and belittles me and calls me names and things. I got pregnant unexpectedly in June and, though I didn't really feel ready, he had and I both wanted kids, so I kept the pregnancy. Since I've been pregnant, he's punched a hole in the wall, taken the car keys from me, called me all kinds of names like calling me lazy for being sick while pregnant. We have tried couples counseling and I am in therapy on my own. I started standing up for myself more and he said that I'm calling him a piece of shit for the things in the past and it's affecting his mental health. I've never said those words, all I've said is that I don't like his behavior and it's hurt me. That's why he wants a divorce, because I can't move past the things he's done even though they keep happening. I also quit my job when we got married because he said that it didn't pay me enough to be a full-time job. I gave my car to my brother because we didn't need more than one because he worked from home. I only have about $200 to my name and no assets. Luckily, the house we live in is my parents', so I can stay here, but I can't afford a lawyer or even to pay any bills. He's going to take most of the furniture in the house and the baby things we bought. I'm so scared and I don't know what to do. Part of me feels like this was his plan all along because he's always wanted a child. He says that if I'm cordial, he will do 50-50 custody, but if I'm not, he will go for full. He's already weaponized my mental health because in my first trimester he told me I had to go on antidepressants or he would tell my OB I'm mentally unstable. He won't talk to me and locks himself in his office. Every time I try to talk to him he says I'm violating his boundaries and that I'm insane. I don't want him at the birth of our child anymore. I also would like to put my last name on our child's birth certificate if possible, since I never changed mine. What do I do now? I can't afford a lawyer. How does 50-50 custody of a newborn even work? I want to breastfeed and now I'll have to quickly find a job after being unemployed for 2 years while he is on company leave for 6 weeks. I haven't told my family yet because I don't know how they're going to react. I don't have any friends to confide in either, so I'm feeling really alone. I haven't told my family yet because I don't know how they're going to react. Either they'll react negatively, and your situation will be unchanged, or they'll react compassionately, and provide you the support you need during this critical time in your life. Isn't it worth talking to them? The good news: he's not going to divorce you. The bad news: he's not going to divorce you. Everything you have described is straight out of the abuser's playbook. He has isolated you from your family and friends, removed you from a source of income, and baby-trapped you. He's stolen your keys, intimidated you, verbally, emotionally abused you. He's also done everything but actually hit you. But that's coming. You know that, right? Call your family and tell them you're being abused and you need help to get him out of your house. Then start calling around and see if you can find a pro bono lawyer or one who will work on spec. Also, Google domestic violence resources in your city and reach out to them today. Don't let him know you're doing any of this. Talk to family immediately and look at this website www.thehotline.org. Get in contact with them and make a plan to get you out of there. Talk to a lawyer anyway and figure out what your options are. After having a child, there's one thing I am certain. He will not want the baby full-time. Even if he could take the baby, he can't. That's insane. The sheer unending responsibility of caring for a newborn 24/7 would be entirely too much and he would give it back after the first night. I'm so sorry this is happening to you. I think what's likely to happen is that you will keep the baby and he will have to pay alimony. And you can absolutely put your last name on the birth certificate. He doesn't get to take everything. He certainly doesn't need the baby items. Talk to your own family about getting some help. He doesn't get to decide the custody. The baby is inside you. He has a history of being an alcoholic. You did screw up by giving up your job, but that is fixable. Try to find something you can do from home. You need an attorney that is critical. He is showing to be abusive verbally and the threats of violence with the hole in the wall are a big deal. Keep track of everything. Only communicate with him via text or someplace it is recorded. Do not give that baby his last name. You name the baby what you want. You do not have to let him in the room. The first time my husband hit me. Please tell me if I did anything to deserve this 34F40M. This happened last summer. My husband and have been together for 12 years and eloped last year. His mom was really upset about it. We refused to have a post-wedding family party that his mom offered to host at her house. Really, she wanted to redo our wedding in her backyard. We were at her house for dinner and she asked him to at least send pictures to update the family and let them know we got married. He said he didn't want to do it. They argued back and forth and I voiced my agreement with his mom. Later when we got home, he was cold with me. It was clear he was angry. We started arguing about it and he said that I should always agree with him in front of other people and it's important to put on a united front. I said no way, I'm not going to just agree with you like that. I can have my own opinion. We argued back and forth and I was laying on the bed. Things got heated and he was worked up. See edit, I told him to calm down. He said I am calm. And he hit me. I felt his fist come down on my spine. It was extremely painful and left a bad bruise. His reaction after was the worst. He gave me the silent treatment for 2 days. He minimized it as just a little slap, and I had to coax an apology out of him. I know he's wrong for hitting me, but I need to know if there's anything I did wrong. Is it really that bad to disagree with him in front of his mom? Is it important for couples to agree publicly? I posted about it on Reddit at the time, but I was missing some key story details about what led up to it. You all told me to leave him and he would do it again. I didn't want to believe it. He hit me twice after that but now promises he won't ever again. Edit. If you choose to not believe this, please keep scrolling and move along. I don't need voices in my head telling me I'm making it up. Edit 2. I was mistaken. I just remembered what was actually said. I said, you have anger issues, and he said, I'm not angry, and hit me. Final edit. Thank you for everyone who took time to give advice. I'm taking it all in. It's a lot. The general consensus is that I should leave him. Yeah, I know, but life isn't like that for me right now. I can't just pick up and leave. When I'm in a more stable situation I will reconsider. I'm having some health issues right now I'm dealing with as well. Thank you all for caring. I will keep this all in mind as I start making my exit plan. Since apparently I have to prove myself, proof. You never deserve to be hit by your partner. Period. I'm going to be brutally honest with you, but just know that it's coming from a place of love and support. Wake up, girl. I can tell by the way you're downplaying it that physical abuse isn't the only abuse you're going through. That man does not love you. He loves his control over you. If you don't leave now and do it quietly, he will eventually try to kill you. It will not get better. Make an escape plan, go to a shelter, move away without warning and tell no one. Do whatever you need to do to get away from him before it's too late. Whatever you do, don't let him know you're leaving because he will escalate, he will gaslight and he will manipulate. Run. How many times does he get to hit you before you leave? No, the only one who did something wrong is him. You need to leave. He will not stop and it will get worse and he may kill you one day. I am not exaggerating. This is where it starts. Leave. Nobody deserves to be hit, ever. His reaction after was the worst. He gave me the silent treatment for 2 days. He minimized it as just a little slap, and I had to coax an apology out of him. Why were you trying to coax an apology for being punched in your spine? My boyfriend, 22M, tried to buy me, 21F, a boob job for my birthday? My boyfriend comes from a wealthy family. My family is upper middle class, but not crazy wealthy. Not wealthy enough for throwing thousands of dollars at your significant other for a completely elective surgery. This all started because a couple months ago I had sepsis. I had a UTI that I never got around to getting a prescription for because I was so busy with college, work, and club sports that I barely even found time to eat. I was peeing blood and in severe pain by the time I was hospitalized. I've lost weight due to the hospitalization, 30 pounds, and my boyfriend has made remarks asking when I'll get my curves back. I know he likes bigger girls, whatever, but I'm taking my time getting my strength back and just eating whole foods. The weight will come if it comes, and honestly I'm fine with my body right now because I'm at a healthy weight. He doesn't put too much effort into his appearance so I never react well to him trying to police mine. My birthday was Wednesday and after we went out to dinner with friends and we were alone, he gave me a little business card and said it was my gift. I was confused and so I looked closer and it was a cosmetic surgeon's card with an appointment date on it. I asked what it was and he said he wanted me to feel more like myself, so he scheduled a consultation with a surgeon for a breast augmentation. To his credit, since I've been feeling so crappy and I've been wanting to feel a little cuter, I've been doing little things like getting my nails and hair done just to boost my confidence a little bit. However, I do not want a boob job and have never said I wanted a boob job. I just got out of the fucking hospital after a month. I do not want to go near any surgeons or hospitals anytime soon unless it's life or death. We don't live together, so I asked him to leave. I told him I'd speak to him when I was ready. He's been blowing up my phone and begging me to call him or to just acknowledge him, but I have no idea what to say yet. Part of me wants to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he just wanted to help my confidence, but part of me isn't sure. I'm just hurt. I do not want a boob job and have never said I wanted a boob job. I just got out of the fucking hospital after a month. I do not want to go near any surgeons or hospitals anytime soon unless it's life or death. See, you do know what to say to him. Although, boy, bye, also works. This has nothing to do with money, and it certainly has nothing to do with boosting your confidence. This is about him not recognizing the difference between a girlfriend and a real doll. If he insists on ordering a woman to his specifications, he can throw his money at escort services. Walk away and find someone who likes you for you. It's a very selfish thing which he disguised as a thoughtful gesture. Find someone who cares for your health first, instead of the size of your curves. Consider if you want to stay in a relationship with someone like this. Our bodies change and grow differently as we age. You aren't going to look young and youthful forever. Will he still be throwing elective surgery appointments at you without discussion after you have kids? Start getting saggy, get a little hefty. If he can't handle body changes, he might not be a good partner for anyone who ages. Can you exchange the gift? For him to get a personality transplantation? Or a penis enlargement? Although he may not need it, since he already is a big prick. Honey, he did not give you that gift to boost your confidence. He gave you that for his own pleasure. He's a selfish bastard who puts himself before your health. Do not go back. If he doesn't like you for who you are now, you should find someone who does. I'd just like to add, breast augmentation is not a one-and-done deal. The implants need maintenance and eventual replacement. It is a surgery. Unless this comes with a trust fund for implant upkeep, it's a poisoned gift. A gift card for your favorite nail place and some fancy chocolates would have been a much more appropriate gift. You're not wrong for wanting to dump him. Ex-girlfriend, 22F, tested me, 20M, and I failed. To give some context, my ex and I had been dating for a year, while I've known my best friend, 20F, for 3 years. My best friend and I developed feelings for each other pretty early into our friendship and wanted to give it a go, but after 2 months we realized that we were better as friends. We were also minors at the time, so we didn't do anything sexual. My ex knew about this and was put off by it at first, but slowly seemed to be okay with the topic until now, where she made me choose between my best friend and her because she wants to be the #1 girl in my life. I am also writing a book with my best friend and it is my dream to become an author, so essentially I had to choose between my dream or my partner. I loved her but I just couldn't do that and said no. She then revealed that it was a test and that if I said yes, she wouldn't really have made me stop talking to my best friend. I am calling bullshit on that and kinda don't regret my decision. Did I make the right move in leaving her? Tests like this are manipulative. It's seeking out a person's thoughts and feelings under completely false pretenses. It's lying. Yeah, you dodged a bullet. She's lying, it definitely wasn't a test. She should have been honest from the beginning and you guys wouldn't be in this position. The reality is, I would be very much like her. It's a hard no for me to have a relationship, outside of pleasantries, with an ex, but I would make that clear up front, not after 1 year and then expect you to change. So you dodged a bullet, mate. It was a test to be sure and she failed. Yes, because testing your partner in this manner is bullshit. You guys being the same age and not doing anything sexual as we were minors seems super weird to me, but maybe you guys are religious or something.